Welcome back, Bannock folks. Thank you for tuning in to another reaction video here on the Bannockdotes page. If you aren't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Give this video a like. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me some more bands you want to see me react to. Just leave it all in the comment section. And if you aren't already, follow us on the social medias. You can follow us at Bannockdotes, BANDECDOTES, on our Instagram, TikTok, where we're posting clips and all the fun stuff happening there. All on the social medias. Make sure you're following there. Right on. Let's dive into this. Okay, so today I have a brand new band that just formed, and I don't even know where they're from. It doesn't even really say. I'm going to go ahead and say that they're from Toronto. That's a good guess. I don't really know anything about them. They're a band called Entice. They just released this single. I haven't had a chance to listen to it. We're going to listen to it together. This is Penance. I wish I had more of a background to tell you. But like I said, I don't know anything about this band. More like brighter chords. Bands like Comeback Kid, like at least older Comeback Kid, come to mind when I think of that. Terror. Nice. Oh, jumping right back into that. Cool. The vocals are super unique too. It's like carrying a melody. Yeah, that style of hardcore that was out really when it was popular, when it was like the early 2000s, kind of like old Comeback Kid, you know, like Terror, bands like that, like kind of Bane kind of comes to mind, that really kind of bright chords, fast drum beats. Yeah, this is already super cool. Yeah, I love hearing this. And like I said, the vocals are super unique because they're aggressive. They kind of remind me of the non-British Gallows, like Frank Carter, where like moments it's just absolutely aggressive, but like you can carry a tune throughout it, and like a melody. Super cool. Those drums are super cool. Yeah, that breakdown even reminds me of like those bands that I was just mentioning. Yeah, super dope. Back into that fast gallop. He's doing that thing with his vocals. Yeah, back into that breakdown. You know what I mean? This is really refreshing. I feel like the new school stuff of hardcore has always been like, it's really mosh driven. It's really focused on crowd participation, and by no means am I like, that's awesome. That's great. It's like built around that. But this is very refreshing to the point where it's like reminds me of like kind of going to my first hardcore shows when those bands were popular, and a lot of bands wanted to be like, you know, Terror, Comeback Kid. And it's really refreshing. Love that. Love that. Butters. Yeah. And then ending with this massive breakdown is very like textbook of that style. You know, there was lots of bands that were out around that time that were, you know, Champion comes to mind. Super cool. Yeah, that was Penance by Entice, who actually, now that I'm thinking about this, they would have just played their first show in Hamilton, put on by the Steel City Hardcore folks, which are just some rad folks trying to put on some hardcore shows in Hamilton. You know, like I love when like these collectives come together and like their main, you know, job is to try and just make shows more happen, make it so that like they have a platform to kind of, you know, sell themselves on. And yeah, Still City Hardcore. That's just like this new collective of people who are just trying to put on shows, not just in Hamilton either, just all sorts of places. And yeah, and they would have just played that show. I went to a wedding. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I went to a wedding. You know how these are. Anyway, that was super cool. Like I said, reminds me of that old school hardcore. Reminds me of going to my first show. Not really understanding hardcore at all when I first kind of walking into a venue. Like I feel like, you know, beers being spilt on me. This is all bringing back memories. You know, seeing circle pits for the first time, seeing people mosh for the first time. I remember seeing people throw down, and I wasn't sure if it was like a joke. Like I saw people doing it and then like laughing afterwards, and I wasn't sure if like they were laughing because they thought it was super silly or like they were just genuinely having fun. Like I genuinely thought people were kind of almost making fun of the music by the way that they were like doing this like crazy karate stuff, I guess you could call it. And then yeah, obviously that's not the case. It's just like a sign of respect. It's showing the people of the band that you're supporting them. In the are you bumping my thing? Thank you so much for tuning into the reaction video. Comment down below what you think. Leave a like. Subscribe to this channel. Do all that fun stuff. Follow us on our Instagram. Follow us on our TikTok. Tell us who you want to see me react to. Tell us who you want to see on the podcast. Leave it all down below in the comment section. Or check out one of these videos.